Hello, everyone. This is Pastor Ryan Pronzinski of Christ Lutheran Church in Michigan Center, Michigan, and this is my Chair Chat Daily Devotion for Thursday, August 27th, 2020. Peace be with you. These video devotions are intended to help you engage your life of faith during this time of pandemic, and I would say on this day of civil unrest over racial injustice, and a lot of the crazy consequences of all of the history of racism in this country. And so with engagement in mind, I encourage you to leave constructive comments, questions, or prayer requests in the comments section below. And I promise that I will get to these comments in the following videos. I also encourage you to leave these constructive comments, questions, or prayer requests for one another too, so that you can engage with one another, because when we engage in faith together, we learn best and we learn more, and we engage best and we engage more together than we do on our own. So please find ways to engage with other people. If it's not online, talk to people around you at home. Email these links to friends or text them to friends and call them on the phone and talk about it, but find ways to engage. The readings for each day come from what's called the Daily Revised Common Lectionary, which is a church calendar reading schedule, and it can be found online. Today's readings, which are in the description below, are as follows. Today's readings are Psalm 26, verses 1 through 8, which will be the only reading for this video today, as you will find out more later. The other two readings, if you so choose to read them on your own, are Jeremiah chapter 14, verses 13 through 18, as well as Ephesians 5, verses 1 through 6. Before I get to the psalm this morning, as always, I'd like to invite anybody out there who's watching these videos to come and join us at Christ Lutheran Church for our online worship service, which we've been live streaming through Facebook Live. The link to our Facebook videos can be found in the description below. We do our live stream at 9:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sundays. And if you happen to be in the Jackson, Michigan Center area, we will be doing outside worship this Sunday, August 30th, 2020. And so, bring a lawn chair and a mask, spread yourself out, and come and join us for worship. All that being said, we get to the psalm this morning, which is Psalm 26, verses 1 through 8, and reads as follows. Vindicate me, O Lord, for I have walked in my integrity, and I have trusted in the Lord without wavering. Prove me, O Lord, and try me. Test my heart and mind. For your steadfast love is before my eyes, and I walk in faithfulness to you. I do not sit with the worthless, nor do I consort with hypocrites. I hate the company of evildoers, and I will not sit with the wicked. I wash my hands in innocence and go around your altar, O Lord, singing aloud a song of thanksgiving and telling of your wondrous deeds. O Lord, I love the house in which you dwell, in the place where your glory abides. Here ends the reading. So I'm stuck on one verse from the psalm today, and it started as a theme last night and continued on into the morning, and now here it is in the psalm, and it just has my heart heavy. I'm stuck on this first verse from the psalm, which reads, Vindicate me, O Lord, for I have walked in my integrity, and I have trusted in the Lord without wavering. And I'm stuck on this verse because I feel like we as a community, we, the people of the United States of America on a whole, as well as we, the people of the church, and I mean the church Catholic, all of us, are desperately, collectively lacking in integrity. Integrity, that is, doing the right thing, even when no one is looking, as it was described to me in the Air Force, which are one of our primary core values is integrity first. Integrity. Doing the right thing, even when no one else is. Integrity. Doing what you know to be right. And I don't mean this in the, well, this is my right and you can do your right. No, I mean you know what the right thing is because God tells you. Jesus shows you what the right thing is. Integrity is doing what you know is right because of who God is, even when people tell you it is wrong. Integrity. Doing what is right, even when it doesn't seem like it's stopping the wrongs or the perceived wrongs that are going on. Integrity means continuing to do the right thing, even if it doesn't feel like it's doing anything. And so today, as I sit here and I type, having had a conversation with my friend yesterday and having watched the news this morning, and integrity was a part of the conversation. In the news, in my mind, the word integrity wasn't used, but it was implicit, it was implied. I feel like we are a country and a church that is losing our integrity. We are becoming a people that just want to feel right, want to tout that we're right, to feel justified, even if we are flat out wrong. We are a people that are quickly becoming numb to wrongdoings and corruption and lies, and a people that buy into the lie of ending wrongs or perceived wrongs by any means necessary, even if it means even more wrongdoing. Two wrongs do not make a right. And I have specifically in mind this day the fact that a 17-year-old babe, a child, what lies has this child been told? That a 17-year-old can shoot two people living into their First Amendment rights in this country, and just their right as a human being. Screw the Constitution. Right? Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness should just be a human right. That a 17-year-old can shoot two people while protesting with an assault rifle, walk right past the police after it's just happened and everybody's screaming that person just shot two people, and not be arrested, and then yet at the same time, while we have these leadership conventions going on in our country, much of the messaging we hear from our current leaders would support this act. And nothing has been said, as far as I can see, to speak out against this. Silence and a lack of integrity. Where is our integrity? Where is our desire, like the psalmist, to be tested by God? That is, to be criticized, disciplined, corrected, and put back on a path of compassion, mercy, and love, even if it costs us a great deal, like it cost Jesus his life, for being a person of integrity and compassion. Why does it seem, especially with this 17-year-old in mind, that we continue to neglect Jesus' words to put the sword down? Put the weapons down. For those who live by the sword die by the sword. That is, violence begets more violence. It is not the solution. Why are we so afraid of the truth, even if it makes us uncomfortable, or makes us feel like we're somehow less good, even though Jesus said that this truth, even when it's uncomfortable and disciplines us and tells us we're wrong, that this truth is what will set us free. Freedom, something we allegedly cherish in this nation and even in our church. Why are we so afraid of truth, justice, and integrity? Where is our integrity, dear church? Where is our love? Our desire to meet the world's pain with compassion, that is, to suffer with, which is going to come up in the reading on Sunday. If you would be my followers, deny yourself, take up your cross, and follow me. Where is our love? Our desire to meet the world's pain with compassion, and not with denial. Denial of racism, denial of science and facts, denial of the very real pain that communities of color, especially black communities, face in this country. Where is our integrity, dear church? Where is your integrity? How will you stand up for what is right, even if it hurts you, even if it costs you? For this is who God in Christ Jesus is for you. Jesus is the embodiment, the incarnation of integrity. And you know what? It got him crucified for you. But it also brought you and I new life. So where is your integrity? I'm just going to leave it there for today. For I think I have given you enough to think about and pray about today. And I know this message probably is only going to reach a handful of people, but for the love of God and the love of truth and integrity, I hope that this is like a pebble in the pond, and it spreads a little bit. My sphere of influence is not that large. My heart is hard, not hard. My heart is heavy today. Please pray for me. Please pray for all whose hearts are heavy due to racism and violence, and then the people in power denying that any of this exists. As I saw Doc Rivers, the coach of the LA Clippers, say today, we, the black people of the United States of America, continue to love this country, and yet on a whole it continues to hate us back. And I don't understand how we keep doing it. Where is our integrity? And I'm truly going to end by saying this. Thanks be to God. Thanks be to God for always having integrity toward us, even when we lie and cheat and steal and kill and corrupt and deny the truth and so much more. Sometimes in the name of God himself, we do all these things. Thanks be to God that God continues to have integrity and not let us live this way. And that God continues to keep God's promises to us, to remain faithful to us, even as we can be so very, very unfaithful. So God bless you in growing in integrity this day and every day. And again, I say to you, peace be with you, and I will talk to you tomorrow.